If this is the very last game for Magnus in the 2021 season.
Yeah, and well,
Yay!
Magnus is stubborn. He says, hey, I'm going to do that line again.
It didn't work out last time. It wasn't the fault of the opening necessarily, but look at this, 1b3, when in doubt, copycat. Just mirror that opening,
Okay.
and Black has played 1b6.
And White has pushed forward with the king's pawn, taken a stake in the centre.
Okay, and Black's bishop coming out. This is the point, after all, of making those pawn pushes at the side of the board to develop your bishop to their long diagonals. And now Magnus Carlsen has brought his knight out to defend that central pawn and do the same here as Black. Feels like time to push a pawn. Okay, he just pushes one square forward, releasing the Black dark-squared bishop. Now Magnus, will he bring his own dark-squared bishop out? There we go. It's on its dream diagonal. It's blocked by its own knight right now, but if the white knight ever moves, then this bishop will be a key piece.
And, OK, the knight attacks the pawn in the centre. I was just going to say, if Wesley picks up his c7 pawn and pushes it 2 squares, the line would actually transpose 2 lines that we see against the Sicilian.
To move for a second turn early in the game.
And, yep, so far, so good. All in my database.
And, OK, the Black Knight does jump to this square. I saw also recently there were games of the Black Knight jumping to a different square. Meanwhile, after this trade, we see the White Queen coming out. So Magnus Carlsen has not hidden his intentions to win this game. He's going on the attack early. And that White Queen pinning down some of the black pieces. She's getting ready just in case the Black King does a castle on the right side to launch an attack.
Magnus has just moved the queen 1 step to this particular square, the f4 square. Now that's it. It's
brand new.
Brand new. And now Wesley is really going for it because he is really chasing that queen. Step it back. And Magnus says, OK, I have to.
Will later become weaknesses. And, OK, Wesley, not being afraid to push pawns, he's pushed on both sides of the board. He's using Magnus's favourite strategy against him, pushing the A and H pawns forward, trying to release the black rooks up the board. And there we go. Magnus pushes a pawn also on this side. So now if Black pushes a pawn on that left side, the pawn that did just move, Alice the A pawn, then White will block things up. I think the big question for Wesley, so the reason I don't think this is a great practical try in a rapid game is because the Black King is going to be stuck, entrenched in the middle of the board.
We are turning the tables. We are asking you to ask us the questions, share memories, priceless moments.
There's so many, right?
Too many, yeah. Always think before you act.
Bad plan is better than no plan, right?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Bit like life, right?
Yeah.
Got to have something in mind.
And the players playing very quickly, and the White Knight has again manoeuvred itself to the left side. Anything. And the bishop comes out to attack the queen, so Magnus must move the queen.
And that little tiny Kuglik, you'd probably beat us.
Okay, I have to practice that. No, I think maybe skiing, being a Norwegian, is where I have the best bet. And Magnus not ripping off his shirt, but there is definitely a little bit of emotion there, a little bit of a smile and some music. We do have a bunch of moves. I just have to say, you guys, that one match has finished. Levon Aronian playing a draw in this one. Currently now then in 3rd place.
Wow.
So he could leapfrog over Wesley.
Yep.
Right.
I think he will leapfrog over Wesley, most likely, unless Wesley can win the tiebreaks. And, OK, actually, no, if Wesley gets to the tiebreaks, I think Wesley will secure that 3rd place. But either way, he can't afford to lose in the rapid.
Yeah, because it's 2.5 points before this last round.
Levon's half a point ahead now.
Yeah.
So Wesley have to take it to tiebreaks to secure.
And it was getting lower and low, like you say. And then he also played when he was just about to move to America as well.
True.
He'd literally booked a flight on the day that the Champions Chess Tour finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many exciting games. Meanwhile, in this one, we've seen a trade of pawns, a trade of rooks, and Magnus there. After giving us that blue steel impression a few moments ago, he's brought the White Queen over. And now, in conjunction with her knight, they are both eyeing up a black pawn. And it's that black pawn on the d6 square. It's incredibly hard to defend. White's knight, if it captures it, will deliver a nasty check. And it would be a fork. This could be deadly for Wesley. So, but even after this black king move, he hasn't played it, but even after this black king move, white could just castle and be perfectly safe. Instead, he has indeed opened things up, Wesley. So he pushes this pawn forward, and now Magnus is moving in for the kill. He's just dropped back the white queen. And look at this, the bishop is under fire. How are you going to save this? If the black bishop moves, then white's queen is going to deliver a nasty, nasty check.
It is game over.
We'll see Wesley, so any moment, throw in the towel.
Oh,
and give
David,
up.
look at that. It's run away, run away.
Yep, it's Teletubby time for Wesley, so the black king running away to safety. It's a check. The black king has got to try and hide later on in the corner, but white is going to win at least a few pawns in the process. Look at this. It's a double attack, hitting this pawn as well as the check. You see it on his face. He knows he is about to win. Wesley as well. You can tell on his body language. Yeah. He is resigned to the defeat. He might play another move or two to try and cling on, but it's hopeless at this point. The black king too exposed. He's about to resign. He's about to drop into 4th place in the tour standings after a great year for him. That's a disappointing result.
Yeah, couldn't quite finish it off. Maybe a little bit tired, Wesley saw in the finals, but what a season it's been for him as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a song title that's...
And now he came in my ear.
Okay.
It's a Queen song, Under Pressure.
Under Pressure. I was listening to it this morning in the shower. Okay, Wesley is under serious pressure here. He doesn't resign, he retreats the Black Knight, but Magnus Carlsen has won a pawn, and Magnus Carlsen is not trading the queens either. Look at the black king in the centre. If black recaptures white's pawn in the middle of the board, then white's rook will swing across and target that black king. Okay, Wesley desperately trying to remove the queens from the board, but the white queen forced all the way back. She's still eyeing up the black king, this time from a different angle.
Yeah, and impressive how she moved across the board, and every single turn she kept on piling the pressure.
Yeah, the winner takes it all in this one, and it's going to be Magnus Carlsen. Black's king still stuck in the middle, and white's king in the middle as well. Still has the right to castle, and that's why Magnus Carlsen is going to take the win. And there we go, we have a result.
There it is, the final game and the final win for Magnus Carlsen in the 2021 season. What a performance it's been by the world champion to win the tour overall and to finish it off against his biggest rival this season.